I didn't.
You did the same thing in practice.
Honey,
You did the same thing.
I did not
You get
touch
on my
you.
left rear and it spins me out. You did the same
Tighten it
thing.
up, Danica.
Tighten what up?
listen
Nobody else left
to
me
me.
with a problem out
Nobody
there.
has your back like I have. Stop. Now
I
listen to
would've
me.
thought so.
Listen
Danny,
to me.
I
But I
would've
can't
thought so.
give you an extra 2 feet because
Dude,
it's
you give me nothing. You give me nothing. It spun my
If I
back
don't,
end around.
I understand. It's because you're loose. It's not
It's
my
not.
problem if you're loose, Danica.
Nobody else did it to me.
Nobody else is getting close to you, but we have to get close to you. To get you going forward, I have to get close to you. I know it got you loose, but I didn't hit
Put
you.
down, just like in practice.
I understand.
And I looked in my rearview mirror, and you were right here. You weren't here, you were here.
Absolutely. You were loose entering the corner, so you went up the racetrack.
Because you were...
Danica.
It happened twice. The same person, the same way.
But guess what? I didn't
Same
hit you
person,
either
same
time.
way.
I didn't hit you either time.
Well, then apparently you don't have to actually hit me. I like you, Denny. You're my friend.
I know. You're my.
I don't
get
understand.
it. I get it. Does it mean like, oh my God, she's loose, I can't run next to her? What should I do?
It just means don't be up my on my left corner again.
So don't get close to you with
You
3
did it in
laps
the
to go.
straightaway, and then you did it in the corner that time. Both times, exact same result.
I just won't get close to you. I understand now.
You can get close. I'm sure everybody gets close. But you don't need to turn me. That's what it did.
I know it did.
All it did was get my back end light, and then it went around.
I totally get it, but it's something y'all have to work on.
Are you doing that with every other car?
Hey, I pushed somebody in the corner.
Let's do this week, bud.
Tony, I never touched her. I never touched her. What do you want me to do?
You'd
Not
watch
run
the video.
close?
You'd watch the video of it.
Do you not want me to run close?
You just don't need to
I
get
mean,
so
you know,
close
come
that
on,
it
man.
turns me.
I'm friends with you.
I know, I like you. I just don't understand it.
That ain't gonna fly though.
Trouble back straight away, guys.
Trevor Bayne.
A number of cars
And
involved.
more.
A
Logano
lot of
is in
cars. Crashing all. Oh man. Look at that.
Looked like half the field piled up on lap 47.
Left rear turn distance, got back.
In the 27, had a big run on the number 6 of Trevor Bayne.
Oh man. Gosh, the 6 just started to turn all by itself. I mean, it's.
But Darrell, do you think the 27 car being out there on the outside, it just pulled the back end of Trevor Bayne's 6 car around?
I think that's Tony Stewart down below him. He's got cars on both sides of him.
And then Kurt Busch got into Bayne, and into the wall he went. With him
Whoa!
there. Oh, and McMurray goes around in front of the field.
Huge wreck.
Paul Menard is in it. Clint Boyer is in it. Menard is hit by Casey Kane. His car's all torn up. And McMurray bounces off the wall, pulls away. There's Tony Stewart. His car stopped. There's Menard.
All bottled up, bunched up. All it takes is just a little bit of a tap from somebody from behind. See right there, it looked like Greg Biffle may have gotten into the back of the one car. Not sure. Jamie McMurray, that's in him around, and then it's on from there. He just starts taking out cars left and right.
Biffle got into McMurray, but did Joey Logano give Biffle a shove into McMurray?
There's our champ, Kevin Harvick. He got damaged. Danica come, look at her come through here. I don't think she ever makes any contact with anybody. No, she doesn't. She's clean.
Kyle Busch almost missed it. He got it in the left front. And Menard got hit about 4 times. Crash! It's the big one. What a mess. There's a dozen trucks torn up in this one.
Man, oh man. Look at John West Townley having such a good run running up in the top 10. There's Spencer Gallagher, Cameron Haley in that 13 truck. Chris Fontaine in the 84.
Oh. Right on the back straightaway, you're right, Mike. What happened to Ben Kennedy?
Well, Ben Kennedy looked like he had a tire down or something broken. Michael,
almost
and everybody
stopped.
piled in.
James Busher, the 31, also involved in this incident. Ray Black Jr., the 07, maybe not a whole lot of damage. Ryan Ellis, the 28, gets caught by Daniel Hemrick.
What happened? Kennedy was slow up top, but that didn't really seem to have anything to do with the
all
beginning of that
bunched up
crash.
Right at the bottom, right around where James Busher was.
Yeah,
It's like
an accordion effect. Once it looked like somebody slowed, and then they started running in each other.
You don't think someone ran out of gas, do you?
It's possible. Within a lap or two, I think, of these guys coming down pit road.
That's about the only thing that could have caused that.
Oh, sideways. That's Ryan Blaney going sideways. What a save and a hard hit. Nose first for Eric Jones.
Lock her down. Lock her down. Stay right there, bud.
Talked about loose on the inside.
Gosh, the 42 just got in the back of the 40 right there going down the front straightaway.
And Landon Castle pounded the wall.
Oh my gosh.
Head on and hard.
Larson wasn't sure which way the 40 was going to go, and he pounded and hit him.
Castle was the last place car in the race.
Come off the corner here. Looked like Larson started to go the inside. He saw the 26 of Jeff Burton there.
He must have just had a huge run on me, and you know, it's really frustrating. I hope the 42 didn't get any damage. You know, they're playing a really smart pit strategy, and I hope it works out for them.
Jennifer Jo Cobb has spun her truck coming off of turn number 4 here at the Lucas Oil 200 Dover International Speedway, and she climbs out of the truck okay, but frustrated. She was running 28th at the time, and she's not happy with somebody.
No, she's definitely voicing her displeasure.
Looks like maybe Tyler Reddick.
Like Tyler Reddick, possibly with a 19 truck, he would be
second place, and he's right behind her here. Hard to tell from that angle if there was contact.
Up the hill goes Edwards. He's in the fence. He's plowed into by Kurt Busch.
Are you kidding me?
Stenhouse gets turned around. Edwards is a mess.
Are you
And here they
kidding
come to the
me?
caution flag at lap 493.
Gets a little loose getting in. He's trying to get up in front of Gordon. Can't quite make it. Tries to stay off of Gordon, and the car catches and shoots in the outside wall. And here comes Kurt running wide open.
Well, when Carl got loose, how close he came to getting Jeff Gordon's left rear.
And we have a huge fire on the pit lane. It looks like it's right down around the Eric McClure
We got a guy
pit
on
area.
fire, too, behind the wall.
Oh, my goodness. A scary situation on pit road here at Richmond.
Safety workers were quickly there to extinguish the fire.
That's Brendan Gaughan's pit. I saw Eric McClure's. Couldn't see who was on fire because of all the flames and smoke.
Wow.
Wow, look at the fuel, man. And there were crew members all around that fire.
We also saw O'Brien giving everyone the thumbs up.
And you'll see right here, when the jack drops, it's Carl's sign to leave, and the crew member's trying to get it out of the back window, but just doesn't do it. I mean, that's as much of an effort as you can give as a crew member trying to get that wrench out.
I wonder, Andy Petrie, would taking equipment out of the box include dragging a crewman out of the box?
Well, I don't know if the crewman counts as part of the equipment, but as you can see, that at least part of that wrench was still in the car. But even if not, that would still have been a penalty because they carried that equipment outside of the pit box before they removed it.
Just gets out wide here, and once you get off the track, you're done. And wow, what an incredible, I mean, that's a sudden stop, and look how he knocked all those tires loose. That's huge.
Jeff Gordon tried on 4 different occasions to make a clean pass on David Reagan, and then contact in turn 4.
Jeff makes the pass, or at least he thought he did. David Reagan jumps back in the throttle, clears Jeff, gets Jeff sideways, gets him a little bit loose. Jeff didn't like that. And then to let David Reagan know that Jeff didn't like that.
They were fighting for 7th place.
All right, let him know now the bumper. I tried it the easy way. Now it's going to be the hard way for him.
There was no caution there, and then we blew a left rear, and I blew it off of turn 4, spun out, hit the wall at the start-finish line. I keep spinning out, I keep hitting the wall, and I can't figure out why everyone's still coming at 200. And I look and the green light's still on, so they didn't throw a caution until like 7 seconds after I wrecked, and luckily nobody hit us in the door. So, you know, they'll continue to monitor the situation, I'm guessing is what they'll say.
Eric Jones around, back across the field. The big one, part 2 at Daytona.
Yeah, they can't do this.
Stay high. Nice straight. Did anybody hit you there, Kel?
A horrific crash for Kyle Busch, who slid through the infield grass and went head on into the inside wall.
Looks like there might have been some contact there.
There you see Kyle, top of your screen. And now we'll go from our blimp view, and there you see Kyle and Eric racing together, and just follow that 54 car after the contact with the white 20.
Like there was some contact there, and Kyle bumps into Larson, and it turns him to the left. Elliott Sadler hit there by Brendan Gaughan.
And there's the 54. You saw the impact. And you see Kyle here being tended to by medical officials. And he is alert and obviously talking, and that's a great sign.
Whoa, trouble!
Oh, trouble.
And around goes Brad Keselowski off of Kyle Larson into the wall. Slamming on the brakes behind him. Everybody gets by. Contact, I believe, with Kyle Larson. Sent Keselowski into the outside wall and spinning.
Right here, it looks like Kyle Larson said, I think I got an opening or a hole to get into. Wasn't quite enough room. Came into the left front fender of the two-car. Keselowski sent him in the wall.
Well, that's where it got dicey, when he was coming back up on the racetrack in front of all these drivers.
Crafton sits right there, and we've got two together. Jesse Little in the 97 involved, and we got more contact. Deeper in the field, Townley involved. The 63 is in there with Justin Jennings. Mason Mingus was involved as well.
See, Jesse's on the inside. Looks like did he push up a little bit and got into Mason Mingus and then squeezes him into the outside wall?
And Harvick and Logano taking their frustrations out in sheet metal as they come to pit road. And now there'll be a discussion.
You notice that Harvick hadn't taken his helmet off.
No, but I like that the crew members, while standing guard, they're content to let the two drivers talk it out. Here is the cause of the upset between Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, when I said that I thought Harvick's car might be aerodynamically challenged getting into turn 3, I thought that's what put it up the racetrack. But I think you can see a lot like what Jamie McMurray was talking about. My car don't turn so good, my rear wheels are off the ground.
It's Kevin being Kevin, like he is the instigator, like everywhere else we go. So. New Year, same stuff.
I just told him I didn't appreciate it. You know, you know where you can push and how you can push and how far you can push, and you can't push them all the way into the corner up against the fence. So
coming off turn 4 here.
Right back here, and looks like Trevor tries to move up.
Yep, Michael
46, and that was there. Hits that inside wall hard.
And Annette gets tagged by his teammate Allgaier. Crash. 3 cars pile up. Bowman sideways. Dillon involved. Hornish, the yellow car, slamming into the wall. And we're back under caution. Jeb Burton, I believe, also involved. There's Hornish. Bowman. Nope.
Yeah, I don't.
And it all started, Jeb Burton and Sam Hornish got together, and Bowman was just a victim.
No.
Yeah, well, he mentioned something about the 11. I think he said I didn't need going on the outside of the 11. I think you want to take a look at all that. He was actually a victim in this whole thing.
See right there, Jeb Burton gets into the right rear of Sam Hornish in that 9.
And then Jeb, it just causes Jeb's car to go to the right, and then it comes back hard left right into Sam. And that's what got Bowman.
Yeah, Alex Bowman has nothing to apologize for.
No, I don't think he made a mistake.
He was talking about what got him back there in that position, battling for that final transfer spot.
A lot of them lose their mind at the end of the
Whoa!
year.
Like right
Reagan
there.
and Edwards, there they go, into the wall, hard. You were saying?
Yes. I said there will be another caution. Some of them will lose their mind, and in the process, they're probably going to lose their car.
Daniel Suarez, Joey Gase, Ryan Reed, John West Townley, all involved as the leaders started to come down pit road. Brendan Gaughan was sideways on the pit lane. Oh my goodness.
So unfortunate. These guys are having such a tough time getting to pit road today.
Ty Dillon, one of those that had issues.
There's going to be someone that doesn't get the memo that cars are pitting. Suarez locks up. He gets hit in the back by the 39 of Ryan Sieg, and just chain reaction from there.
A number of drivers coming down pit road. Brendan Gaughan, you see here, colliding with the pit sign holder of the 98 of Eric Almirola. 2 pit crew members were hurt on that 98 team. One of them taken to the infield care center and released. Another taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. That's the latest we have on that situation.
You could see all the Roush cars were pitting. You could see everybody's hands, and some guys just don't pay. I don't know if they don't pay attention, if they don't realize it, but when you're pitting, start sliding up, get out of the way, let those guys get down. When you're pitting, get the hell out of the way and get down. Talladega's easy to get on and off pit road. Just get out of the way. People don't get out of the way. People try to come from the outside, and chaos happens. And South Point Chevy just got. We're running. We've been running so good. Everything's been. I got through Richmond with a decent finish, and now we're just sitting here picking up points again. It just pisses me off. It's not that tough to get on pit road here, and guys, for some reason, can't figure it out.
Number 51, I had 2 guys underneath me. Copy, I will. Dale Jr. I was trying to stay low for that 51, and the 14 must have gotten the left rear somehow.
The 28 of J.J. Yaley, big damage in turn 3.
That's a big hit right there.
What a great run J.J. was having as well.
Oh, big trouble. That's the rookie Suarez up and over Regan Smith, the big one at Daytona in the Tri-Oval.
42 turned us right there. All right, just stop, Daniel.
Lagasse, window net is down, good for him. Suarez able to drive his Toyota to the garage.
And it looks like he just gets him in a bad spot right there, and he just got behind in his steering.
Yeah, he got too far to the right, and coming off of the corner right there, that car unloads as you come off of that banking, and it just took just a little bit too much. And that's that window that you have to push. And if you get outside of the center of that back bumper, the way that the front and back bumpers are curved, it's going to spin that car out.
Coming out of 7. Reagan off the course, kind of in the dirt, and hooks him.
Yeah. There's in other sports there's unavoidable contact and there's avoidable contact.
When that rubber starts going around. Oh man.
That's a crash.
There goes Brian Scott hard into the wall. Third caution of the day.
Get in under the 22. I've seen it. Gonna be on the hook.
Wow. And you can see Blaney on the bottom. Gets a little bit loose on the exit. It gives Brian Scott the inside.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there, but they made contact before they got to the corner. It's like the 22 came down a little bit and got into the side of the 2, but that started for the 22 in turn 4 when he touched the apron. And when he touched the apron right there.
6th caution of the day.
Hard crash for 28.
That's J.J. Yaley.
I have an opinion what this might be.
Yaley involved in an incident earlier today when there was contact with the 42 of Brennan Poole. Poole 115 laps down, but is back out and running. You're on board with him here.
The white 8 is slow ahead on the bottom.
That looked about like a replay of what the 28 did to the 42 earlier in the event.
Just in the opposite. This is the one that happened earlier. You see Brennan on the inside, J.J. Yaley in the middle of the straightaway, moves to the left and just turns Brennan into the outside wall. And then we saw just a moment ago what happened. This is really what precipitated. This is that same incident there from the DC Solar onboard.
And then we felt, I mean, that looked uncalled for. They're going to bring they're going to bring Brendan Poole to the garage area, to the pit road at least, for a penalty.
He just deliberately crashed me like 5 laps into the race. There's 245 laps left. I mean, there's no sense in that. I mean, it costs us a lot of money to be out here at DC Solar's putting everything on the line to try to build a brand. I'm trying to make myself known in this sport so I can stay here, and then one of my heroes just deliberately crashed me 5 laps into the race. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I feel like it's pretty common sense to know that we got 245 to go. Like, what are you doing, you know? So we fixed the car. I got back to him, and we just got into it. Just part of racing. I hate it happened between me and JJ, but just how it goes sometimes.
He's got a smile on his face, but started on pole. He ran up in front. What happened there with your teammate late in the going?
It's my teammate, so I can't really say much unless I see a replay. But I asked the spotter after the race, so we got run over. So we talk about that dash for Cass stuff, and we get jinxed. So glad I'm not in it for the next one. So yeah, just and he's saving fuel there, so just run over me, and he happens to end up winning. So should be interesting Monday morning.
Trouble, turn 4.
Holy caution is out. Caution is out. Big wreck at 4, like big wreck.
Greg Biffle was sideways, and everybody ran into him.
Oh my gosh.
That's Ricky Stenhouse and Kyle Larson. Regan Smith. No, it's in front of him.
He had nothing to do with it.
Joe Nemechek and Biffle get together. 16 and the 34, and then everyone else piles in. The whole top of the track in smoke. And you see the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it got pretty smoky, pretty blind there, and I locked the brakes down. I could see Clint.
That's very reminiscent of what happened here.
Oh, around goes Hamlin.
Oh,
and right in front of Boyer, and into the wall hard goes McMurray and Jeff Gordon.
Not again. Jeff's car is destroyed.
Whoa.
Hamlin he just spins out. The car just came around with him.
Nowhere for Newman and 31 to go. You see Clint Boyer in that 15 barely squeaking by.
Boy, but did you see Jeff Gordon? He almost had that wreck cleared, and he caught the front of McMurray's car there, and that turned Jeff down the hill. Well, look at Harvick. He's struggling right there, and then here comes Hamlin. He just spins out. No, watch this. Here comes Jeff Gordon coming. Bam. He almost
had it missed.
Almost had it made.
Jamie McMurray got him, and then he hits the inside wall as well.
Got to keep an eye on the flagman as well.
They're not going to make it. Oh, crash!
And the red and black flag was out. None of them made it back, and on top of that, the big one right here in the tri-oval.
Holy cow.
Remember, Landon Castle took off first. He's in it. Hard contact. There's Daniel Suarez. See that Carlos Contreras, that black car in the middle of the racetrack right there was slow. And see, Kyle Larson's going to squeeze Blake Cook.
I think
that's actually Suarez.
Suarez was trying to get through the middle, and he just misjudged the room he had to make that move and cause that crash. That was a rookie who was trying to understand exactly how to go about qualifying here at Daytona under this format, and was in a position, got himself in a position that he couldn't get out of. You could see he just cut up, clipped the front of Blake Cook's car, and caused the big crash.
Was trying to get in behind Kyle Larson in the 42 car.
Easy there. Caution. They just called for light mist in 4, and they didn't even throw a caution. Probably hit rain. I think it's garage here. I don't know. I rolled the pit road here for you.
And Joey had nowhere to go.
Kozlowski was trying to work his way around Alex Kennedy. Not a lot of room to pass here. There was enough. Kennedy gave him enough room, but
I can't really lay any blame on much of anybody other than that 2 car just jumped out from under him. I mean, the thing got loose.
Whoa,
here
Stewart
goes around into Biffle.
Tony Stewart goes around. And caution waves yet again.
More cars.
Kurt Busch and Greg Biffle, a hard hit there.
Oh, looks like the 18 and the 14 made some contact. Looked like smoke kind of drifted up in front of Kyle Busch, and they made a little contact, and that turned the 14 right down the hill.
Jeff Gordon, another near miss. And Kurt Busch all torn up. Not sure he could even see the 16.
Yeah, and where he
Coming
hit
off
that
the wall here. Pow!
Where the 16, I guess it's 16 or 4, I don't know which one hit at the end of the wall. I think the 16 did.
I don't know what he did to you, but I knew you were mad at him. There's somebody else out there to move to right there. I mean, how does he get up like that? Well, then you think the same way when you're racing the guys around that you're having changing 3 lanes on them. I didn't do you though. But I didn't think you did anything wrong either. That's all that's pissing me off. I'm all right with you being pissed off at him. That's all I'm asking. Well, when you see failure that day, you'll know how much. Just think about what the other guys are having. You're not. If you want to him, but I'm out here and you come darting across there like I wasn't involved in your. That's all I'm saying.